Hi everyone, it's Pam with Organizer AZ911 here with some tips to help you organize your car. Let's face it, these days we spend a whole lot of time in our cars. So we want to have everything inside of them as efficient as possible and as clean and neat as possible, right? Now, one thing to keep in mind is that some of the tips I mentioned in this video will definitely resonate with you and you'll think that they're even a great idea. However, there will be some ideas that you might not think will work for you, and that's okay, because with any type of organizing, it's a very personal thing. What works for one person is not necessarily going to work for another, and so that goes for this tip as well. We all have different types of cars with different storage options. We have different personalities, different work schedules, different just way we like things to go. So again, I'm offering these as suggestions and inspiration to help you figure out systems that'll work best for you in your car. Okay? Basically, one of the first things I recommend for anyone in their cars to help keep things organized is to find some way to have garbage collection available to you. Many cars don't offer garbage cans built in, so we often have to attach or make do with whatever we can find. I have a very small car, so I needed to find small solutions for my garbage cans. I didn't have a lot of room to put a big garbage can. And one of the things I did very inexpensively was I took an antibacterial wipe container and I cut off the lid and just put black duct tape around it because the interior of my car is black and I didn't want it to stand out. Now I take this and I just put it in the passenger side cup holder. Now both of us have a place, my passenger and myself, to put our garbage as we collect it. And for my passengers in the back seat, I took a simple Sterilite container, wrapped it again at the duct tape, and they have a little trash receptacle. Someone was eating candy in my back seat. But at least it's not all over the floor. And I just also used a little command Velcro to kind of help hold it in place so it doesn't go anywhere. The other thing I absolutely love in this back seat is this little flower pot. It's actually a little deodorizer. I have some really nice smelling fragrance underneath all the rocks, and yellow's my favorite color, so I put a yellow rose in there, and I just keep that to keep the smells nice in the car. Okay, let's talk glove compartments. Now, here's the thing I usually recommend with glove compartments is that you only store your documents and things you don't use all that often in there, emergency use only items, and that's because for the driver, it's really hard to get over here to anything you need regularly. So avoid storing stuff that you might have to pull out while you're driving. It's not as efficient on this side. Now, each of the doors in my car have a little pocket in the door for storage, and that's what I really utilize most in my car. So if you have these are a great option for you when you're trying to keep things organized. And what I keep in it is a little pouch, a go-to pouch. I have lint rollers, Kleenex, I have a pencil with a pad of paper, some Band-Aids, and some antibacterial lotion, or whatever you call it, those little antibacterial squeeze bottles. That sort of thing you need right at the hand. Now, I have put a bag like this in each of the doors, so whoever is riding in my car has full access to this as well. The only other thing I have on the side of mine that I don't have on everyone's door is a little cleaner. I can quickly do a little maintenance and clean things up. The other thing I have here is for my sunglasses. I always keep, as a matter of fact, I should take them off, and I put them right in there so my sunglasses are at hand. And living in Arizona, that's a biggie for me. But most importantly, I want to talk about what you should be keeping in your trunk, okay? And to help keep things organized. And here I have is a crate of emergency supplies. And I have jumper cables, washer fluid. In this box, I have got a tire inflator. It's an old one, but it still works beautifully if you're ever caught out on the road. Even though I have AAA, I still like that with me. And then in this little container, I've got these little bungee cords, a flashlight, and a tire gauge. You can keep so many other things as emergency, like water and things like that. depending on where you live and the climate, you know, adjust accordingly. But always having a little emergency bin in your trunk, it's a good thing when you're trying to stay organized. The other thing I always recommend keeping in a trunk is some type of a donation bin. It helps keep your home even organized. You have something easily that people can throw something in when they're done with it, and it's with you when you're out on the road and you're passing by that donation center. You can go, oh, I've got the basket ready to go. So that's always good to have in it. Now, if you need, like, you know, weekly I go on my grocery trip, I just simply take these out, set them on the side of the garage, go do my grocery shopping, and then when I come back and unload my groceries, I put it back in. And like I said, I'm always set and organized. So there you have it. There's a few tips to help keep your car organized. You know, remember you need garbage receptacles and maybe some bags or pouches to keep Band-Aids, Kleenex, you know, antibacterial little bottles of that. Something, you know, that's easy to get to. And then of course in your trunk, always keeping a box of safety supplies and also maybe even a donation basket to make sure that you're getting the clutter out of your home regularly. Okay, I hope this tip helped. If it did, please give it a big like, poke that like button below. And if you're new to my channel, please feel free to click that red subscribe button below and become part of my organizing family. I'm Pam with Organizer EZ 911. See you next time.